So my name's Alex from West Mercia Search Rescue team. I'm the operations officer for the team. I'm here today in Stanmore Country Park in Bridgnorth, close to our operational base, with Poppy, the new search dog. Poppy's training to be a national or an NSARDA, National Search and Rescue search dog, along with Ted, one of the black Labradors, owned by a colleague of mine. We're working today closely with Hilton Hotels. So the Hilton Hotel staff are acting as missing persons, so they're hiding out in the woods, helping the dogs for the basics of training, so the search techniques. So these dogs are invaluable. So the areas that we would send a foot search team into might take them an hour or 2 hours to search, whereas the dogs will knock off those areas and manage to search those areas within sort of 20 minutes or half an hour. So in that respect, they're an invaluable asset.
So is it something you've thought about in the past as a rescue team, bringing dogs on board then, is it?
It is something we've thought about in the past, bringing rescue dogs on board, but it is of course a very, very big commitment because we're all volunteers. Both the dogs that we're training currently are family pets.
Yeah.
So it is a big commitment. It's in respect of both time and money.
And how long have they been in training for, these two?
So Poppy's been in search training for 6 months, and Ted, my colleague's dog, the black Labrador's been in training for just over 12 months now.
And if all goes well, how long before you would be taking them out kind of on active duty, so to speak?
So, as things stand at the moment, NSARD, the National Search and Rescue Dogs Association, and our guides who have been really actively involved in training both the dogs from both Cheshire and Staffordshire Search and Rescue are saying that both the dogs are looking to be operational and going for their operational assessment in around April 2020, so that's soon.
So the jacket just puts him in the zone and actually starts him. He knows that he's got to get serious, and he's got to go from play mode into work mode.
And you were just saying, so normally this area we've got here at Stanmore Country Park, a foot team, be 4 hours to search this?
4 to 5 hours. An operational dog would probably do this entire area in about an hour and a half.
So it's quite a difference for you guys, isn't it? Yeah.
It just allows the team to use its resources better and search a greater area quicker.
So this bit of training we do now is a shout out. So we've got somebody from Hilton Hotels kind of volunteering hiding.
All they're going to do is shout Ted's name 3 times, and Ted's going to run away. He's going to find them, come back to me and indicate, and then take me back in.
Cool.
Right, whenever you're ready. Shall we find her? Shall we find her? Shall we find her out? Wait, find her out, Ted. Good boy!
So once he's found her, he's trying to come back to you then, isn't he?
Yeah,
just to let you know
he's
that...
found, he'll come back to me, he'll indicate, which tells me that he's actually found the misper.
Yeah.
And then the show me command, he'll then take me back in.
And then he gets his little treat, he gets his drink of water.
All for a tennis ball.
And a play for the... Well, that's what you were saying. He's not doing this to say... Basically, he's doing this because he wants to play with that ball,
Absolutely.
so that's all.
He knows that when he finds the person and takes me back in, he's going to get the tennis ball.
Yeah.
Come on then. Shall we play? Shall we? Give it that then. Give it that. Give it that.
So if I can grab you, you represent Hilton Hotels?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
And you've got... How many staff have you got here today?
So we've got 23 people here today, a mix of corporate team members and also team members from the Hilton Birmingham Metropole.
And you guys are helping out playing the missing people scenario and various tasks like that?
Yeah, that's right. And also a level of training to help them get their new starters trained through various first aid, skills, techniques, yeah.
So how did you get on board? You're a local girl, aren't you? A Bridgnorth girl?
So I'm local to Bridgnorth. I know some of the guys that volunteer. The main thing for me is I see how much they get called out. I know elements around the fact that they give up their own time. A lot of them also provide funding. They put a lot of time and commitment in for fundraising.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's great to be able to do something local.